Imagine this. You're sitting in your room, daydreaming. In your head, there are two possibilities. Your mind is busy thinking about debts, shortages, and everything that stresses you out. Or your mind is busy figuring out how to get new opportunities, learn new things, and imagining your life becoming better. Sounds simple, right? But here's the problem. Most people don't realize that what they think about every day truly has the power to attract more of the same into their lives. If our mind is like a magnet, then what we think about is what we'll pull in. The difference is, most people actually turn the magnet in the wrong direction. Instead of attracting opportunities, they're attracting problems. Your mind isn't just wishful thinking. Some people say, positive thinking alone won't make you rich. True, positive thinking alone without action is just half-baked motivation. But what people often forget is, every single action we take starts in the mind first. If your mind gives up before you even begin, your steps will be weak. If you already picture failure in your head, you usually won't give your best effort. And in the end, you really do fail. That's why people who understand this concept are very careful about what they feed their minds. They know that the mind is like an empty plot of land. You need to protect it so weeds don't grow. The difference between a working magnet and a broken magnet. Look at the successful people around you, not just financially, but in health, relationships, and life in general. They usually think like this. Focus on solutions, not problems. See opportunities in situations where others see dead ends. Believe they can before the proof comes. Meanwhile, people with a broken magnet think differently. Focus on problems until they grow even bigger. Look for reasons why something is impossible. Wait for proof before they believe. Even though proof doesn't come until you believe first. How can thoughts affect wealth? The answer is simple. The brain is a search engine. If you give a command, it will search for evidence to confirm that command. Example, you tell yourself, it's so hard to make money these days. Your brain will immediately look for proof. News about a bad economy, past failures, people around you also struggling. In the end, your belief that making money is hard gets stronger. On the other hand, if you tell yourself, there must be a way to increase my income this month, your brain will start looking for opportunities, connecting dots, and sometimes lead you to ideas you've never thought of before. Not mysticism, but logic. Many people, when they hear thoughts attract wealth, think it's mystical, like some magical energy pull. But honestly, it's more about psychology and habits. Here's the breakdown. 1. Thoughts determine focus. 2. Focus determines decisions. 3. Decisions determine actions. 4. Repeated actions form habits. 5. Habits determine life results. If you get the first step wrong, the domino effect will also be wrong. Why only 5% realize this? Because most people live in autopilot mode. They wake up, their mind gets flooded with bad news, gossip, drama, and work problems. Rarely do they pause, take a breath, and ask themselves, which way do I want my magnet pointing today? The 5% who are aware, usually, design their environment to support positive thinking. Limit exposure to negative news. Regularly jot down ideas or goals they want to achieve. Maintain a social circle that doesn't pollute their minds. Your mind isn't just for big dreams. Some people think that to attract wealth through thought, they have to imagine having a villa, a sports car, or millions in the bank. That's fine, but what's even more powerful are the small, daily micro-thoughts. Examples. I can learn a new skill for 30 minutes today. I can find one way to save or make extra income today. I deserve to be paid well because my skills are valuable. These small thoughts slowly change the course of your life, because small thoughts create small actions, and consistent small actions lead to big results. Negative thoughts are magnets too. Here's the part most people don't want to admit. The magnet doesn't care whether it's attracting positive or negative things. If you constantly think about what you lack, that's exactly what you'll keep getting. Not because the universe is cruel, but because your mind has no room left to look for opportunities. It's already full of fear, worry, and complaints. So, how do you switch on the wealth magnet in your mind? 1. Notice what you often think about. If 80% of your daily thoughts are about what you lack, That's a sign your magnet is facing the wrong way. 2. Shift your focus gradually. Not by pretending to be happy, but by finding just one thing each day you can be grateful for or improve. 3. Ask solution-triggering questions. Replace "why can't I do this" with "how can I do this?" 4. Visualize what you want, but prepare small steps. Combine big dreams with daily actions. 5. Protect your environment and information intake. If all you hear every day is negative news and toxic talk, it's almost impossible to keep your mind positive. Thinking alone isn't enough. Here's the mistake people often make. They think that just thinking is enough. Imagine you're starving and you sit at home thinking, "I really want padang rice with rendang and green chili sambal." You visualize it so clearly you can almost taste it. But if you don't move, no opening your delivery app, no walking to the restaurant, will that padang rice magically appear? Of course not. Thoughts are a magnet, but a magnet only works if you bring it close to the metal. Same with wealth. You can attract it, but you still have to move toward it. Affirmations are like turning on your GPS. They show you the direction, but you still have to drive the car. If you don't, you'll just sit in the parking lot staring at the map. Wealth isn't just cash. If you want to attract wealth through your mind, don't limit the form it comes in. Wealth can come as a business opportunity, a new connection who turns out to be key, a brilliant idea others haven't thought of, access to resources you never imagined. If you're only waiting for a $1 million bank transfer and ignore these signals, you might miss golden opportunities. Sometimes the universe gives you a door, not a vault full of cash. Watch out for self-sabotage. This happens when you say, "I want to be rich," but deep down you believe, "I don't deserve to be rich." It's like pressing the gas and the brake at the same time. You go nowhere. Before your mind can be a strong magnet, you have to clean out old beliefs that keep you poor. Examples of poor beliefs. Money makes people evil. If I get rich, people won't like me. Riches are only for the lucky. I'll just live simply, no need for excess. Often a disguise for fear of failure. These thoughts are like rust on your magnet. They weaken your pull. If you want your magnet strong, remove the rust first. Focus like a laser, not a light bulb. Your mind can only attract what you focus on. If your focus is scattered in 50 directions, your energy is also scattered. Many people work hard, but wealth never comes because their focus keeps shifting. Today, they want to start a business. Tomorrow, they join MLM. The next day, they try trading, then online selling, then a coffee course. Trying new things is fine, but if you want to attract something, you need to consistently focus your energy on it until it's strong enough to be pulled into your life. A laser can cut steel, but a light bulb can only light up a room. Your mind attracts both good and bad. If you keep thinking about not having money, strangely enough, you'll have less money. Why? Because you're focusing your energy on not having money. The brain and the universe don't understand the word don't. If you say, "I don't want to be poor," what's recorded is poor. So you'll still attract things connected to poverty. Instead, focus on "I want to have steady income" or "I have many sources of money." These are much more effective than thinking, "I don't want debt." Act as if. This is a simple but powerful trick. Act as if you're already the person you want to be. If you want to be rich, start thinking and making decisions like a rich person. It doesn't mean going on luxury shopping sprees until you're broke. It's about shaping your mindset. Examples. Rich people don't waste time arguing about unimportant things online. They focus on things that make money. Rich people aren't afraid to pay others to do what they're not good at. They know their time is more valuable than their money. Rich people think long-term, not just about feeling good right now. When you start making decisions like a rich person today, your mind will adjust and start attracting conditions that align with that mindset, strengthening the magnet in your mind. 1. Stop being a firefighter in your thoughts. Most people's minds are busy putting out fires of problems, thinking about debt, bills, shortages, and what they don't have. The more you focus on the fire, the bigger it gets. Reduce negative news, financial gossip, or "the economy is terrible" conversations. These train your mind to memorize scarcity, not abundance. 2. Upgrade your default settings. Most people's default mindset is don't have, not enough, hard. Even if they get a big windfall, they eventually return to zero. Train your mind to think abundance, even if you're not there yet. Keep realistic, believable affirmations like, I deserve to have plenty of money and manage it wisely. 3. Operate at the level of thought plus feeling. Thinking, I'm rich, while feeling this is impossible doesn't work. The magnet activates when thought and feeling align. 4. Change environments that kill your magnet. If your environment is full of complaints and small thinking, your magnet will weaken. Spend more time with people, books, and content that match the mindset you want. 5. 5-minute mind awareness practice. Every few hours, pause and ask, what have I been thinking about? If it's scarcity or worry, shift to solutions or abundance immediately. 6. Chase value, not money. Focus on creating value for others. Money will follow naturally. 7. Enjoy the process. Sometimes the first things your magnet attracts are small wins. Don't underestimate them. They mean your magnet is working. People who fail are usually just impatient. They try practicing positive thinking for a week, then give up because, why am I not rich yet? When in fact, a strong magnet takes time to break through your current reality. If you found this inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss more powerful mindset tips that can change your life.